Welcome back then to the Intel Extreme Masters American Championship Finals, and we're going to go straight back into Counter-Strike 1.6 for the final group game here. And basically it's Complexity versus Exigent, and the story is if Complexity win, they go top of the group. If they draw, they go top of the group. If they lose, they can still go through, but they have to have a certain amount of rounds. There's loads of different possibilities depending on the results of the final two games. Right now, they're starting on CT side of train, which tells you a bit of a story, I think, as to how this game may just go. And we do have Exigent right now have changed their tags. They've got a sponsor mid-event somehow.
No, they just put the Exi and then broken up into the Gent. They're artistic people.
Oh, yeah.
Not autistic, artistic.
Exigent. No blacks. What's no blacks?
I don't know. It doesn't sound very friendly.
Sounds like a laxative, maybe. Yeah. So that's 1-0 to Complexity. Of course, they're starting out on the stronger CT side of train, and Exigent looking like they're going to do a fast push, actually, in towards this inner side. Here is Irakanji, who will be helped out by Deacon there, who team killed his friend. Coolful did finally take out Irakanji. Here is Hero, who was outstanding in the second half of that first of the map in the last game. And there's DeBorn as well. Will chip in and win the round for Complexity. So 2 out of 2 for them. And only, what, 3 kills and a team kill for Exigent.
Yeah, it's all going to be Cole from this point forward. Train is a map that, with some ability, you can really route this one through. Now, remember, if Cole win this one, they go through, as you mentioned. Yeah. And perhaps, like yesterday, you only have to do the 16 rounds because the rest of the group will be determined that by if Sway have won by that time.
Yeah, certainly. Whatever the result, if Complexity gets to 16, then they win anyway. So that's all that really needs to be determined from this match. Irakanji and Hero opening up. Last man alive is Circadurk, who's, I guess, a different player. Not sure who that was. My memory is always pretty bad as to remembering what they were called in the previous games, and then recalling a lineup as well, and they've all got different names. So that will be 3-0, and of course Exigent now will be back onto the bye. When I say back onto the bye, I mean onto the bye for the first time in the first half. And this is where they have to bounce back. You know, from Train in the previous years, I mean, look at Intel Extreme Masters Season 3 European Continental Finals, MYM versus MTW, 15-0 on the CT side for MTW. And that certainly can happen.
I'd forgotten that. But the way that Carl have been playing, it is quite difficult to envisage them. They'll have the confidence after that first game, and you would expect them to charge on through at this point. And Exigent have nothing but should have nothing but concern at this point, because the game is very much could slip away from them very quickly. 3-0, yeah. First bye round. If this goes Cole's way, then before you can blink, it'll be over.
Well, they're running the clock down here. NH will have a peek up into this site. Not able to find anyone just yet. There's one man behind the train, but he's lost sight of him. Will now drop into the site itself, and again spots his uniform running away into the distance. And we'll take a peek. There is Coolful getting the one frag. Toms brings it back to a 2 versus 3. Advantage still with Exigent here, but that could change quickly. What can Toms do? There you go. Oh, brilliant shot, actually, onto Anthony. There is NH still with that AWP. It's now all on Hero, who we saw with that AWP in the last match, getting a couple of frags. What can he do here? Bomb is ticking away faster and faster right now as he misses one shot up on the train, and you think ticking a little bit too quickly here for Hero, and he will actually be peaked finally at the end there by Deacon. And that was the little comeback, if you like, that Exigent needed. And 3-4 rounds on T side of train, enough.
Yeah, very much so. And suddenly, this game that we were suddenly talking about, if they lose this, Cole could be out of sight. Now, Cole will be looking at this saying, we really need to change things up and not lose this next one, but they're on a save straight away. CT's the more expensive side. And this round should be an exigent round before we start. And it starts well as they open up with the first frag. But a lovely little shot from Tom's, followed up by DeBorn. And Cole are 2 to the good. Taking down, though, Deacon levels us back up. And there's Coolful in on the action. As now there is just Tom's and 9spot left standing.
You've got the bomb there, that's a big thing.
And the frag. Tom's delivers onto Coolful. Last man up is Sukaradurk. I believe that is a Turkish pronunciation. As he tries to make his way into the bomb.
Behind you. No?
Where the hell did the guy go? Tom's has just gone walkies. He decided, you know, sod the objective. I'm just going to walk away on my own.
If they lose this round now, they can thank Tom's, but they won't because 9spot's there. So, you know, Complexity having a quick bounce back in that round. And some nice little individual performances, Tom's in particular, despite running away from the bomb. I'm not giving too much of a hard time because he was pretty instrumental in picking that round up. And they will go 4-1 into the lead. Now let's see if Complexity can extend that. Of course, they played a 14-1 CT side on Nuke. High 5 lag. ...
Game pending is a new mode in Counter-Strike that they brought out today. You
play max rounds 5.
Yeah.
And so that's the end of the first half.
But it was close. It was a great first 5 rounds.
I think it's just completely died. Oh no, it's just restarting. I think we just had a reboot of the HLTV or something, to be honest.
Yeah, when we come back, the game will still be live, I would imagine.
Wait
But
a
yeah.
sec.
However, this just adds another bit of complexity to this game, another angle to it. You weren't expecting
See what
this.
he did there.
We're back underway, it would appear. Briefly.
Just changing my name so that they don't kind of kick me out. Basically, I think they were trying to turn the ads off for us. The score is at the moment 4-1 still. The bomb has been planted here, and actually, it's a 4-on-none according to the scoreboard, but that's a lie. Because Irakanji is still alive. Gamma in this one. It's probably going to be walked into in a second. I know Deacon's going to go around the other way, so not all bad for him. Irakanji still watching and waiting, and he will shoot Deacon down in the back. What will he find at the end? Bomb will go off. Nothing. But Irakanji will save his M4 for this next round at least, and that will bring the score to 5-2. So we missed just 2 rounds.
Oh well. The important part is that Cole have dropped one of those, and the T side is proving to be a touch more fruitful than we've seen in recent maps, and that will allow the some hope for Exigent going forward from this point on. As they'll look at this and say, we can do this. Still in with a shout on this one. As Irakanji pushes up and has lagged again. But it's good lag.
Don't know.
It's like a special kind.
You guys didn't install your GUI.
Now, in the meantime, I can tell you what else is going on here in the ESL studio. James Harding is actually putting on his clothes for the WoW show. He's going to be wearing a special costume for you that you can look forward to seeing. It's called a cloak. And it's similar to the one that Superman wears. Isn't that right?
No.
Except it's not red. And he can't fly.
He doesn't have big muscles.
And he's not scared of kryptonite. But anyway, right now, Complexity are Exigent's kryptonite.
Oh, you see what he did there?
Yeah.
What a guy. 6-2.
6-2 it is. We miss a sporadic amount of rounds here. It's kind of like a slideshow rather than a movie. Still what we're seeing right now, and they still didn't fix the ads, by the way. Good job, guys.
But we can tell you that SteelSeries 9 HT, finely textured hard plastic plaid designed specifically for SteelSeries iGlide, medium friction and size, now available from SteelSeries.com.
Yeah, indeed. This is also true. There's complexity mopping up. DeBorn and Toms in particular will leave NH on his own, and DeBorn will mop up finally to bring us to a 7-2 scoreline here. And like we say, Exigent need to win this game by 19-11 to go through.
Which is going to be a tough one, considering they've given away 7 of the 11 they can afford to give away.
Indeed. They're already kind of struggling here. And of course, they are on the weaker side, so let's not say too much about it. They had a good start on Tuscan, actually, on their CT side. So why not? No, it wasn't. Was it Tuscan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Tuscan. Yeah. So you never really know whether Exigent are going to be able to pull something out a little bit later on in this game. Right now, we've got a 4-on-4. And they are starting to move down towards this outer side. Lots of smoke down, actually. 3 smoke grenades popped there to cover from those Z-holes. Bomb has been planted. Irukanji and DeBorn both with kills. It's now Cool, Fool, and NH. NH, at the minute, just waiting. Oh, my God.
He's still waiting.
Still waiting.
Delicately poised behind
His
this box.
decision is pending. Dot, dot, dot.
No, don't look at us. Look at the pending. It's thrilling. Now, the admins are debating what to do. One game is live, actually. Here we go. But the score is 8-2 on this HLTV. I'm on this IP.
Yeah, I don't know why.
And I don't have adverts either.
Let me just check.
Yeah, it's the same,
2, 3,
IP.
6, 2, 7.
Clearly, the fact that on this PC there's a load of like background porn and stuff is giving it a better connection to the game server, because Col are on this PC going to go up 9 rounds to 2 on that one. I wouldn't switch this one though because it looks kind of rubbish.
Yeah, that's not got the newest GUI installed, hence it doesn't look as good. Yet somehow still works better than the new one.
That is Germanly inefficient, Joe. I blame Carmack. Here we go. We are away. He clearly ate the new GUI. As Exigent are away down the right-hand side. We have Quake coming up for you next. Remember, the semi-finals kick off right after this. And it'll be down to the point where the games are actually fast and ferocious rather than slaughter like we've seen in Counter-Strike over the past few days, because it's 10-2 in favor of Complexity. If Complexity win the next round, the entire group is over. If I'm right?
Yes. Well, actually, Sway still have to beat Facepalm. No, they don't. Yeah, they do. They do. Sway have to beat Facepalm in some way, shape, or form.
But they've already done that just by showing up.
Yeah, well, I'd say form dictates. 24-6 and 27-3 were Facepalm's last results. So I think that's what you can safely say. Wait, here we go. Reconnect. Say the admins. Will they be correct? This is the question.
It's 11-2 though. Exigent's IEM may just have come to an extreme stop. I thought that was a good one. Never mind. You see, when these games are as one-sided as this, you can only come up with puns.
10-2.
So we're away with Tom's now on the prowl at 11-2.
11-2, yeah.
As Toms will dart back through
Still trying to fix
CT spawn, and has got De Bourne to help him out with a frag onto Exigent, and it's going to be Hero Town to get himself in the mix of things. You know, Hero Town, population 1. You, Joe.
Yeah, and Jay tried to get in with his coat, with his cape on, but I didn't let him.
Not tonight, mate. Here we go. Hero Town picks himself up another one. And Carl have won, or have taken the lead, sorry. 12 rounds to 2. Just one more to go to the half. And, well, we can't wait.
Yeah, it's looking good for Complexity. I think they need 13 rounds, if I remember correctly, to actually qualify in second place, even if they lose. So,
well, they could do that here.
Yeah, but I think they'd rather just win the game and not face EG in the second round.
That is the game that we've been looking forward to. It's the only game of teams with any real competitive gusto at the moment, as Complexity do win the first half by 13 rounds to 2, and that does guarantee them second place if they were to collapse. But don't worry, the game will restart in 1 second, and we will get the pistol round underway. As Joe's PC is still screwed up, and we will continue with or without technical problems.
Yeah, we need to keep like restarting stuff and blah 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 stuff which I am not familiar with, nor particularly skilled at. And this game's just sat at 9-2. Let's retry again.
On the pistol round here, Toms is going to get himself the frag onto Anthony, as Cool Fool is going to double up with frags onto De Bourne and Irakanju, and that leaves Exigent in a bit of trouble. They do lose NH to Hero Town's grenade, and 9spot's going to follow it up, and if Cole win this, they will be in a position to win the match with a pistol round conversion. 9spot gets in on the action. It's all on Cool Fool. Where is he? He's gone! And Complexity pick up the pistol. 14 rounds to 2 is the score, and this would be fantastic.
Yeah, Complexity now having a shaky second game of coming to this one against Exigent, who had a good showing, you know, against Sway. Let's not take that away from them, but they're certainly not able to match up to the Complexity side here.
To the Syndicate.
Yeah, indeed. The Syndicate. And the thing is that in that second game we thought maybe Complexity aren't on it today, but this game proves that maybe the kind of level of play here is a little bit different. Sway, you know, up there maybe and able to challenge against EG and Complexity. Exigent, maybe not, and maybe they just had a really good game, or Sway just really dropped the ball in that second half earlier on. And I'm back up to speed actually now, but I still have ads.
We'd like to thank Sputnik.
Don't know. Yeah, he's trying, bless him.
However, he will never be let outside again.
Until it's fixed.
15 rounds to 2. Complexity on match point. You can cut the tension with a knife.
You can. Any knife.
Be it plastic. Those airport safety ones.
There's Complexity again, and this early start will be an easy one for De Bourne as he takes down NH. And, well, really finding his T side pretty simple, obviously after winning pistol and playing a CT side opponent who can't afford any weapons. It's only ever going to go one way from this point. Here's Hero Town taking down Anthony. There's another one by the train, and that was Deacon there with his Deagle. Did get the one frag, but probably going to be in vain here as Complexity just looked to kind of clear up. But Deacon again, and then Circa Dirk, who's obviously going to be awesome with that name. And now only De Bourne remains for Complexity, and Deacon's going to take him out. And that is a glimmer of hope for Exigent. 15-3.
Well,
go on, lads.
Cometh the hour, cometh the man, as Exigent have got themselves back in this one. They have money to buy, just, and they have a full 12 rounds that they need to win here on CT side. Carl on board the ball, racing down the inside white hallways, and are going to try and get into the site. Although they're taking their time about it. Now being picked off by the aggressive push out from Exigent. And 4 frags later, Cole have just Irakenju left up. And he's not up anymore. It's 2-2 in this second half.
That sounds a lot more promising to Exigent than it really is when you look at the big picture, which is 15-4 overall. But they could still get a draw, but Complexity would still go through.
Skip the waiting in line, access reserved for servers and booking.
Right now, Exigent keeping their heads up actually in this game. You know, they realise that a draw is not going to actually get them through this. They can't win. Here's Complexity back on the bye. It flashes all over the place like a bit of a crazy strat there from Exigent. Just like flash everyone, even your teammates. At least then everyone's blind. There's 9 spot as well. It's advantage now to no one. Now to Exigent, as Anthony will get himself 2. And here's Hero. Could win the game for Complexity right now with his big green rifle. There's Anthony, and there's Deacon. And there's Hero. No one there just yet. Hero will peek out, and I think fired 1 shot there and was kind of like, oh, okay, I missed one, so now I'm dead. And there goes Exigent bringing it back. They only need 10 in a row now.
Well, the game's very much afoot. Just a case.
The game's afoot?
Exigent
So
have
what
got
does
the
that make
confidence.
afoot? A game?
Could do. Oh, look, lag's back.
Did you know HLTV.org cover Extreme Masters, EPS, ENC, and other pro leagues? Yes, actually. And of course, it is the ESL Pro Series German finals this weekend going on right now. And if we get on Top Spot screen, maybe because it's the last round, we
It's
can
not
see.
the last round. Exigent have won it.
Exigent have won another one.
They are flying. They're a team with a mission. 4 rounds to 2 in this second half, and they've played better in the past 4 rounds than they played the entire match. They've won with all 4 rounds without losing. As they're looking good. However, Complexity just need 1 to take the game. There are 9 match points remaining. And it starts well for Exigent as NH opens up with an AWP frag onto Irakenji, who is down and out for the count. Follows up with a second one, and DeBorn goes down, and these AWP shots are getting up close and personal. Deacon goes down, as does NH, as Complexity get themselves back into it. Not to the pleasure of NH. And now it looks like Circadirk is going to have to get himself in on the action once more, as he nades himself over towards the trains, and Cole look like they may try and get themselves in. Toms is playing a very dangerous game on this ladder, and he decides against playing chicken with an AWP as he makes his way now in towards that bottom middle train. He spies the legs of his man that he's looking for, and now should be able to finish off with a frag. He does in the end. It's all down to 1 man. I think it's Anthony that's the last one sending up. It is. He's got another AWP on the back of that train. I think they ran with perhaps 3 AWPs on this round at one point, but it's going to be all over. And Cole have beaten Exigent by 16 rounds to 6. It was almost exciting, but in the end, Complexity romped away with the win.
Yeah, I don't think they realise that they don't have to play every round.
But due to our technical problems, we'll bail out of this one. And contrary to what it says on your screen, it's 16 rounds to 6, not 7 rounds to 15. As Cole have picked the game.
Yeah.
So, we are away.
It was 13-2. Yeah. Complexity are like, yeah, we actually did win. The admin just told us.
So, GG. Joe,
Yeah.
your closing thoughts on the group?
I think it's pretty much maybe as we're expected. Yeah, the admin's still trying to fix my problem. I don't know. You know, the groups, in my opinion, have pretty much come out how we expected. Team EG at the top of Group A, Blight in second. Group B is going to be Complexity in first, and you know, Sway still have to win their game, but it was like 13-2 or whatever at half time. They're going to win that game, and they will go through in second there. So I think that's kind of what we were going to see there, what we expected to see. So that will bring us to a Team EG versus Sway semi-finals. If Sway managed to win, I'll not count Facepalm out just yet, but you get the picture. And then Blight versus Complexity in the other semi-final. They're actually starting at 4:20 in Canada, which is 20 past midnight here. Yeah. 20 past midnight Central European time, or 20 past 11 if you're in the UK, or just for Ming, it's still Canadian time. And, you know, we have... coming up next, some Quake Live. Going to be great. Actually, straight into the semi-finals. I believe first up we'll see Chance versus Rafa, then Vu versus Dehang, and also then after that we'll be showing the semi-finals of World of Warcraft. Not sure who's actually playing in them, but you know, Jay will talk to you about that after Quake Live. And then also the Counter-Strike semi-finals coming up finally later on tonight. So that's going to be it for CS for now, but when we come back, we're going to be getting into some Quake Live action, and we will confirm that Sway went through as probably as predicted now against Facepalm. But also, if you want to check out all the results and galleries, interviews, they're all at www.intelextrememasters.com. And like I said, Quake Live coming up next.